Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for a spotlight video looking at the world of Omega. Well, the year is 1931 and Omega is getting its start. They first were in the industry of just kind of producing the hair, and then very quickly they realized, hey, we can do something with this hair ourselves, and they started making shaving brushes and painting brushes. A lot of people don't know they make a lot of painting brushes, but that is their bread and butter, and they are really known for bristle hair. And when I say bristle, we are referring to boar hair. I'm a big fan of boar hair, and you should be too if you're someone who gets ingrown hairs easier or shaving irritation. The boar hair is a very different kind of hair. If you look at it really carefully and kind of fan it out, you'll see the hair all has like little hooks on it, and the hair is kind of curled at the ends. And as you use it, those little curls actually end up splitting into two curls, and you get this really great surface here that as you kind of scrub it against your face, those little curls tease out any ingrown hairs and kind of lift up the hair so that it doesn't go back under the skin level and get an ingrown, right? So these are a great option for anyone who has those problems, and I always recommend it. Or if you just like that scrubbier feel, it's also usually referred to as professional brushes. You see barbershops using these. It's because it makes a lather faster than a badger brush. So and the cost, they're cheaper. The boar brushes, you really shouldn't spend more than, $20, maybe $30 tops on a boar brush because it is very cheap hair compared to, let's say, badger. That being said, one other quick note on boar hair. I've heard there are different grades of boar. I cannot confirm or deny them. Maybe they're marketed as such. From what I've understood from manufacturers, they're all the same. They're either bleached like this and turn into this kind of yellow straw color, or they can add some coloring like this where it looks like kind of a faux badger look with this band of dark hair, but that's just coloring. But boar hair is synonymous with Omega, and Omega is synonymous with Italy. These are the Italian classic. They did also later get involved with making paintbrush rollers, kind of obscure. Today, they are a fourth generation company in a 5,000 meter square building. These guys are also tied in with Parasso a little bit. I know that Parasso uses these guys to make their brush. It's a classic. They also later expanded to having more the traditional badger hair, and I'm a big fan of theirs. I always say Puro Tasso on it. It means pure badger. And these are a great value. They're not as dense and full as, let's say, a Simpsons, but they're also not the price of a Simpsons brush. So if you're getting started with wet shaving, you're kind of like wondering, hey, I want a badge or not, but I don't want to, spend a bunch of money, or I'm worried about if I'm going to like this hobby, check out the Omega line of brushes. I think they're fantastic. I remember getting one for my brother for Christmas. That's how far back I go. They also recently introduced the synthetic. So that's, the big trend now is synthetic brushes. Here's another one right here, synthetic fiber. It says on the back, 100% synthetic fiber. So again, it kind of looks like boar hair or badger hair. It's going to have that natural taper to the hair, which is really cool, where the hair kind of goes at a taper just like a real animal hair would occur. But it's going to simulate that feel. And I personally feel that the synthetic are great for people who want that super soft feel. Or maybe they're vegan or vegetarian and they don't want to have animal products. That's totally cool. I just would say that I haven't found one that is in a double blind test the exact same. I always feel like there's a little bit of difference. And that doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it's different, right? Difference is cool. But I kind of say on the scale here, boar is definitely super scrubby. Synthetic is more the soft, and badger's kind of in the middle. So something to keep in mind. But whatever one you choose, you see the whole wonderful world over here of Omega. There's a lot of different styles of handles, lots of different styles of hair size, hair loft. They will all make a lather, whether you get a tiny travel brush like this guy, or you get the giant, professional brush like this. They're all going to make a lather. It just happens to be, how you want the experience to feel. Or like, in this case, this is actually a cool travel brush where you can pull this guy out, do your business, lather up, and you're ready to go back and travel. You throw it in here and actually pull it down, and it protects the loft. So you can just throw this in your dot bag, and you can pop it out. The fun don't stop. So that is the wonderful world of Omega. We've been stocking Omega brushes forever. We like them. We love them. We buy them direct, and we want to offer them here to you guys. So if you haven't already done so, check out Omega brushes. If you're a painter or an artist, check out Omega painting brushes, I guess, right? That's all I got. If you've used an Omega, if it was your first brush, if it's your last brush, tell me below in the comments. We want to hear from you guys. That's all I got from Razor Emporium. I'm Matt Pisarcik, and we'll see you next time for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.